Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's go. Nog
You're late.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all.
This is it?
Yeah. Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah? Well, go on, spill it.
I explained to them how we'd found Quark in the treatment center.
I see. Well, that's good to hear.
Little jerk, making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is?
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort. As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be alright?
Yeah, he'll probably...
Probably? Do you even...
Whatever, at least we found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was Quark all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else.
Yeah, explain it after Tenmyoji and Clover get back. There's something I want to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search 2 different rooms?
2?
No, just the treatment center.
I see. Then what was the other one?
What do you mean, the other one?
You know where there's that intersection of 3 doors? Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked the one that went to the treatment center when you went through the green door. But the other one...
Who could have opened it?
Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Senior?
I don't know.
So did you and Kay go through the other door? What was
Yeah.
in there?
Nothing
It
really.
appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
Who knows?
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
No, there's something I want to check first.
It's never easy with you, is it?
Well, let's get it over with. Huh.
This is the rec room. Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
I said nothing and said made my way over toward the cabinet. Inside was the luminol. I reached in and pulled it out, then headed to the light switch and flipped it. The room went dark and I headed back to where the others were still standing.
Whoa, whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something?
Yes! Why, you scared of ghosts?
You're kidding me, right?
Then show me how brave you are. Stick out your bracelet. You two fight,
Our
please.
bracelets?
Yeah, I wanna see the underside of
What do you
them.
mean by that?
I mean the side on the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on, you really gonna make me explain
I
this?
know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think you're...
Just do it. It's not hard.
Should I also participate?
No, you're fine, Kay. Your bracelet's a little different from ours. But I'll join in just to make it fair. There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Fi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed upward.
This okay?
Yep. Just hold it like that for a moment. As fast as I could, I pulled the luminol from my pocket and spread it across all 3 of our wrists.
Ugh, cold. What the hell, man?
Dio jerked his arm back with a shout. Don't see anything glowing. Fi's bracelet is clean. So's mine, of course.
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'll explain in a minute. Just show me your bracelet. Is something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio, we don't have time for
Why
this.
do I have to do what you tell me to?
Because I'm trying to prove your innocence.
Oh, like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for. But you're not gonna find it on me.
Then just show me your arm.
No! You don't get to order me around. I have rights.
No, you don't! As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get far.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio.
He spun around toward the other exit. Stop him!
Right!
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
All three of us leapt at Dio.
Oh, schick. Eine Frage.
Warum leuchtet sein Arm und nicht sein Armband?
Aber erstens leuchten. Normalerweise leuchtet das nicht so. Das sieht aus, als wäre da unten ein Glühwürmchen drin.
Ja.
Zweitens, wenn das Ding noch diese Stäbe hat, wieso war alles schön breit?
Ja.
Da müsste eigentlich unten drunter noch ein bisschen was gewesen sein.
I knew it! His bracelet's glowing! Eigentlich sein Arm, aber egal. Then that means...
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers!
Dio, you killed the old lady.
No! You don't understand. This is all some kind of... a mistake. Shit!
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story.
As quickly as I could, I explained to Fi what Kay and I had noticed on the old woman's wrist.
So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Yeah, exactly. Even if they wiped it off, I figured Lumino would still react to the blood. Looks like I was right.
Ich will nicht sagen, aber eigentlich bräuchte er auch noch Schwarzlicht, um das anzuzeigen, ne? Und nicht nur dunkel.
In Phoenix Wright brauchst du auch kein Schwarzlicht. We've got you, Dio. You might as well confess. Well?
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Are you
Why?
Zero?
No, I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
To do what?
Who gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you.
Okay, fine, Kay, do it. So, your orders were more important than Alice and Luna's lives?
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
That wasn't you.
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
But where would we put him?
Is there a room we can lock or anything?
Ah, perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods. Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Oh yeah.
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise.
Yeah, I think you're onto something, Kay. Let's go with that.
Come on, please. Hey, listen to me.
We'll let you out when the white doors open. Someone's going to need your bracelet to open a secondary door.
Fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing. Let go! Let me go! God damn it! I told you assholes to let me go! You can't do this! Stop! Stop! Please stop! Please! No, you can't! Ah!
Nice. Und er hat sich nicht gewehrt. Warum? Geschmissen zu werden?
Open this fucking thing! I said open it, goddammit!
Du musst ihn trotzdem hinlegen und dann erstmal warten, dass die Tür sich schließt. Du kannst ihn einfach festhalten und dann ganz schnell deine Haut rausziehen.
Kannst du schon?
I don't think so.
Ah, you're gonna pay for this! When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
We're not letting you out. So, I guess we figured out who the murderer was. And we found Quark.
Now all
Excellent.
that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Yeah.
Why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there? They may have already returned.
Good
Let's
point.
go.
Und wieder einen langen Weg außenrum. Nice. Das ist nicht das Ending, wo wir ihn an die Spüle ketten.
Das war cool. What the fuck, der hat nicht gekriegt, was er verdient.
Nein, das hat er im Alice-Ending. Huh? Looks like they aren't back yet.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
Oh man, now we've got to look for them.
How much time until the white doors open?
50 minutes.
Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now.
Okay, and I nodded.
By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
How should I know?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is.
Pretty
I
much.
see. That's not good. Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game.
What?
We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one...
Oh, no. We wouldn't be able to get through the secondary door.
Yeah.
Who would be pairing up with Quark?
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the cyan pair.
Who's the cyan
Clover
pair?
and Tenmyoji.
The 2 people who are missing.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared.
What's going on? Does it mean Clover and Tenmyoji took the bracelet?
Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
Then why aren't they back yet?
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
Nine. What? No, that's not possible. The primary doors haven't even opened yet.
Perhaps someone opened one of them. I don't know.
How?
But it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door? Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing.
Oh, ich weiß, welches Ending this is. But that's against the rules.
Yes, I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter? Zero Senior controls the entire game.
Nein, Zero Junior kontrolliert das Spiel.
Da gefällt mir Monokuma besser, weil der hält sich wenigstens an die Regeln. Mehr oder weniger.
Mehr oder weniger wenig.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero Senior?
It is a possibility.
Nein.
It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
Mit wem muss ich eigentlich gehen?
Du bist...
Cyan Solo.
Nein, du bist blau, nicht Cyan.
Nee, Blau Solo.
Du musst mit Gelb gehen. Das sind die 2, Alice und Luna. Das heißt, du bist ganz alleine.
Wer hat die Armbänder von denen?
Dann haben wir...
Oh shit, wer hat die Armbänder? If they did, we won't know where they went until the doors open for the rest of us.
So I would assume.
This is still all just speculation though. Maybe we should go look for them again. One of us can't stay behind so that we don't miss them if they come back.
Okay, I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, alright? Oh, and don't forget to bring Dio with you.
Of course.
Und das brauchen wir Kate. Weil der ist der Stärkere von uns.
Und er hat uns angedroht, er wird uns umbringen. Mal wieder.
Ja, Kate kann man gleich.
Der hat eine Rüstung. Pantry. Und trinken. Und ein Eisschieberätsel, das ich nie gecheckt habe. This is the pantry.
So it would appear.
So it would seem.
Indeed. In diesem verdammten Spiel kommen so viele Indiz vor, das ist der Wahnsinn.
Well, looks like they're out here.
When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do us any good to hang around here, though. Let's head upstairs.
Very well.
Beep, 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 beep. Gesundheit. Aufputzen. Boden voll gerotzt.
Ist kalt, weißt du?
Dir ist immer kalt.
Obwohl ich so... Nein. Ungelogen, ich habe jetzt vorher schon überlegt, ob ich nachts wieder meine dicke Decke raushole.
Dir ist immer kalt.
Ja, mich nicht, ich hab sogar schon eine dicke Decke.
Dir ist immer kalt. Nein, danke.
Aber ich mag was.
Lounge. Treffen wir da irgendwelche Toten? Die Musik hat sich geändert, hat etwas länger gedauert. Ich glaube, wir treffen hier irgendwelche Toten.
Bam, bam, bam.
No one here either, huh? Tenmyoji loves scotch so much I thought we might find him here drinking some. It was around the time when I noticed Kay was acting strangely. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that I probably would have described as blankly if I could have actually seen his eyes. Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask...
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I'd gotten so used to the suit I'd kind of forgotten you were wearing it. Why the heck did they make us you wear the thing anyway? You still don't remember anything?
Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Really?
Yes.
What did you remember?
My father.
When did you remember... When did you remember that? Did it just pop out of nowhere? Ich musste gerade eine Sekunde überlegen, ob das ein Pun war oder einfach nur ein Schreibfehler. Aber es ist ein... He remembers his father.
Ja.
When did. Aber statt did that. Ich musste für eine Sekunde überlegen. Ist das ein Pun oder Schreibfehler?
Vielleicht beides.
Please, don't joke. This is serious.
Sorry. So you remember who your father was?
Yes.
What about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
Oh, so your dad raised you?
Well,
Throwing off a cliff? Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
I was raised in the facility where my father worked.
So süß.
Das sieht aus, als ob er eine normale Nase hätte.
He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times when he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense.
Egal wer jetzt er ist, ne? Aber wenn er hin und her geht, müsste er doch mittlerweile auch das Gespräch geführt haben in irgendeiner Form. Und müsste doch wissen, dass er nicht sehr nett zu seinem Kind war.
Nein. Weil... Dieser Sigma ist nicht der Alte.
Ja, aber er wird
Nein!
irgendwann mal der Alte.
Erst wenn wir das True Ending machen. Die anderen Endings existieren in dem Prinzip nicht mehr. Nein!
Doch,
Nein!
so, das ist
Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mention a mother as part of a family, and in several the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought I would be so happy.
more like no.
So for the first time in my life I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped in and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, okay.
Ich meine,
I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done something like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather her ID number, they were dashed. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He'd never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. Wie? My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing and she smiled and spoke as if she was a real person. But I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot and it will respond. But in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. I beg to differ. If that was what I'd wanted, I'd still have the education stuff that my father has given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. Nein. Ich meine, er hat auch Zero Junior programmiert. Oder irgendwas anderes. Gespoilert. A robot's facade of... Beziehungsweise Zero Junior wurde ja auch so programmiert, dass es eine AI ist. Die hat sich selber so entwickelt, dass sie so komisch redet. Das war kein Programm, das Zero Senior eingespeist hat.
würde es nicht wundern, wenn der Geist von ihr da reingefahren wäre.
Nein, nein, nein. Sie hat nie so geredet.
Because she loved him. For whatever reason.
I was sad. Of sadness didn't mean anything to me. Zero Junior wurde ja von... Ja, okay. Sie hat nie so geredet. After that I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depth of my heart I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen, apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. Da fehlt ein Komma.
Nein,
When I told her that she laughed.
ja, Problem ist, im Englischen wird nicht unbedingt ein Komma.
Trotzdem. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person.
Ich weiß, ich hätte da auch ein Komma gemacht.
She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. Und keiner merkt, dass das die Lounge-Dinger sind. Der Lounge-Tisch.
Ja, Michi, aber es sieht, man kann das ja nicht sehen.
First we started to eat together. Before then I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got in trouble too when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while, every day I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away, and as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. Hat er nicht gesagt, er hat sich nur an ein kleines bisschen erinnert?
Ja, ne?
It's a full-on life story. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye, until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. The tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death. I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps I thought I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I'd bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father and with her, and even with the research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor and with it the entire facility, but she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remember in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had it been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd been showing me had been real. She'd made me feel as if I had a real family, and there was something I would have give up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together, but she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted, she was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me and hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but if you refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory. Kay let out a deep, tight sigh.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
It's okay.
Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
So you remember almost everything?
No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events.
Huh?
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit?
What's wrong?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
Are you okay?
Yes, I think I just need to rest.
Okay, take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Temiochi myself.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Kay lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa in the corner of the room. Well, guess I'd better get moving then. I stepped out of the room and nearly ran to Phi. What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Damn.
Yeah, my. Yeah.
Where's Kay?
He's in the lounge.
You decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for an answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in.
What's up with him?
I guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted rest for a
Is he
bit.
alright?
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. I'm sure he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling?
What?
I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolute zero sense. The more I try and figure out any of it, the more I feel like my brain's just going to mull and run out my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole non game thing for? And what is Zero Senior up to?
Und nicht einmal die Typen, die das Spiel gemacht haben, wissen
Hell, how about who Zero Senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but... Do you think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed them. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And there's more too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? What are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Phi.
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
No, that's not
I'm
it.
just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
She trailed off. You heard it, right?
Yeah, it came from the hallway.
Let's go have a look.
Dead people everywhere. There's nobody here.
Maybe they got on the elevator.
Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
Piep! Das Ending machen wir jetzt doch fertig, ist mir wurscht. Es ist nur noch...
Thought so.
That's what she said.
Wir sind...
Dauert noch ein bisschen.
Okay, nein!
War das gerade eben?
Wir machen das Ending nicht fertig!
Wir sind...
Was unten ist?
Thought so, Michi.
Thought so!
Thought so. Damit beenden wir das Ganze mit diesem Satz.
Genau. Was unten ist, sehen wir das nächste Mal. Bis dann, Leute. Ciao.